Hi, Sally's. How you doing? Day going alright? You know, anything going on with you? Today, I'm changing up the formula a wee bit. You probably knew this was coming, but I'm looking at some Lego Star Wars, and I've been fortunate enough recently with money to maybe kind of dabble into the sealed Lego Star Wars kind of market. You know, retired sets, because I don't think I've ever outright said it in this wee series, but they've realised that it has to still be in the box, it has to be retired, and I have to have something interesting to say about it. You can debate about that last rule there, but anyway, yeah, this is something really nice to have still in the box. This came out what 2010. It's the old well, for me it's the Snowtrooper Battle Pack. I know there's been a new one recently, and that was one that was pretty cool. That kind of got me back into Lego Star Wars after a wee while. I just found that randomly to pick it up, and I think one of the reasons it got me back into maybe kind of looking at Lego Star Wars because it just reminded me of this. You know, it picked in my little Manchild nostalgia. Because now, kids my age, what we're turning 20 something, we're kind of getting to that adult, working jobs for the past few years, kind of having a bit of spare income, and now they're after this. But I figured I use some spare income to just take a look back, get nostalgic, and I am nostalgic already because look at that. Do you guys remember this? Just pure middle of the Clone Wars era, probably at its peak maybe. This beautiful just print of just three regs, three default Clone Trooper guys, nice kind of lighting there, just cool branding, like they're ready, they're looking cool. Maybe more analyzing it, but it looks nice, and we got a pretty simple battle pack. Just speeder bike, some blokes, maybe a little side thing, and that's all you really needed back in the day. And not much has changed. The new Snowtrooper battle pack is pretty much this, but like I think this one's it's not as good as the new one, but like not in a bad way. This one's just kind of more rustic, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's just kind of more basic. It's just a cool build and some bits they decided to put in as well. God, I'm just taking my time here looking at this box again. 30 years since The Empire Strikes Back. That's how old this box is, because it was the 40th anniversary 3 years ago there. Oh, wow. You think about it when you say it out loud, it kind of rapidly ages you, doesn't it? Do you remember the Lego Club? Who was this guy? Max or something? I don't know what that is. Some kind of H. I don't know what that was as a kid either. Oh, should probably mention, you might have noticed this weird stain where like something's died here or whatever. This box is sold, right? You could find the Argos logo sticker on it, not the logo. I'll throw up a picture. It was basically the kind of inventory sticker when you used to get these sets out of Argos when as a kid you didn't know how weird they were. I guess the UK viewers will get this, all two of you. Look at that. I know it's like it's just two images kind of blended together in Photoshop, but like there's something pretty nostalgic about this. These kind of it's just these big blank spaces where you get like big blank backdrops where you just get these guys kicking about, and brings me back. As a kid, pay attention to it, but like I think definitely subconsciously, like you feel like you miss these places even though they never existed. You were never there, but like these kind of wee settings, they I don't know, they just stick with you, if that makes sense. But enough rambling, right? Gonna break the thumb tab here. Woo! Oh my god. Does that not bring you back? I never actually look inside these boxes. I always wonder, like, what's actually in there? Nothing, because I emptied it, but like, I never noticed if you can see it there. There's like a weird kind of like paneling at the back, whatever. Oh, just gonna take a look at the. Remember this guy? Gonna take a look at the instruction manual real quick. Oh, yeah. I always flip to the back just to bring me back. Remember this? Oh well. Right. I think I'm gonna get building. See you in a few seconds. All right. Right, and I think that's us. We've a bit of spare parts left over, but that always happens, and I appreciate having some wee spare bits. Right, God, this was a treat to build, man. This really brought me back, because I got this set when I was, what, like 8 years old, whatever. And all of my guys from this set are scuffed, you know, just from the wears of time. So it is really nice to just have like a snow trooper like this right out the box, you know, like just, but like exactly how it was back in the day, you know, that kind of nice feel to it. I really do love these wee snow troopers. The new ones, I don't know, they don't really do it much for me because there's like 8 million variants of them, and like there's one with 2 little dots in his chest that goes for about 40 quid, you know. I don't think you can beat this. Just you know, old school, like void head underneath, one big pit for the head, helmet, and backpack. Cool little print in his chest, you know, just a regular snow trooper. And these guys, they felt cool because you know, you had your stormtroopers, but like these guys didn't seem that much, and they had these cool kind of, almost, I don't know, like kind of weird kind of soulless looks to them, if you know what I mean. They just have these 2 piercing black eyes. Like they kind of look different when they're in the movies, because you know they've got more of a kind of proper proportions, and the eyes kind of reflect and stuff. Like these guys, are just look soulless, you know, snow murder machines. I don't know, that always stuck to me. What else? Speeder bikes. I don't think Lego's ever made a bad speeder bike, honestly. Like I know they get a lot of bad prep, but if the camera would focus, God, these guys are beautiful. Like you ever seen a bad Lego bike from some Lego? Honestly, they always get them right, and this is just another example. This was a fun wee, what, 10-minute build, 4 minutes, 8 minutes, like with just some cool dudes in it, and I get a cool speeder bike. I get whatever's going on here. I'm a happy guy. Snow Trooper here is the same as the one I was just talking about there, but it's good to get another one. I always love these little snow pack pieces. You see them in the other set. I haven't really talked about or acknowledged the. Do you remember when they used to do counter battle packs, so you could have like a little fight going on? The other pack, the Rebel Snow Trooper. I don't know what you call them when they're in half. Just the Snow Rebels pack. You get more of that with them. But yeah. I was gonna have to talk about what was going on here. What is this? What's this setup here? Did the Empire invade and they found the time to set up small mobile artillery cannons? And what is this like? Even as a kid, I kind of felt like these computers were like old, and I guess it's because these movies were from the 70s and 80s. But like that is like my granddad's old computer from the 2000s, just what, dumped in a pile of snow in the middle of a field with a satellite dish on it. It's pretty I don't know, it's pretty rustic, like I was saying there. This guy here, Imperial Officer, I think the box called him. He's just, you know, he's kind of smug. He's a bit of a wee bastard. You know, he's got nothing too crazy going on. But I think seeing like the Imperial Officers, I think even now, kind of like these days, they're kind of hard to find. They're in the more expensive sets. So I think as a kid, you wanted those kind of like scenes when you're playing of like the bad guys are plotting something evil, and you got an officer saying, "Oh, if we attack you, blah blah blah," you know, and it was good to get one of them in a wee battle pack, you know. Yeah, I just think that CI is funny. I've always wondered, right? See if you're, I don't know what to call him, your AT driver, your engineer, whatever. Like, who is this guy supposed to be? Because they've released new sets where you've had this kind of guy with the same helmet mold and everything, but he's different colors, and he always goes in the AT or ATST, whatever you want to say, right? And the colors are different. This guy's never been arming whatever this little cannon thing is here again. So like, is he supposed to be like the engineer from like Battlefront 2, even though that game was like 5 years old by 2010? Or is it just because he looks cool and they need like some variety in the pack? I don't know. My one of this is scuffed, so it's nice to get a shiny new one. I don't know what I'll do, if I'll keep the old one or replace it with this. But as always, I love my little Stormtrooper dudes and the variety between them. Get some cool guns. You know, actually, does this fire off? Hold on, hold still. Hold on. Cool. So it does that. This thing spins. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it looks cool. I'm just really pleased here. This was a nice wee experience. You know, it really brought me back. If I can get that in, yep. Not much to say about it, honestly. This might be probably one of the shortest ones yet, but I'm sure the video that I'll put up with the Rebel Battle Pack will go with it too. Sorry, I'm going back to the Snowtrooper dude again. Just how cool he was with these big Lego rifles. I've always wanted to see these rifles. I know this gun's like based on some kind of like, is it like the Rebels use this gun? Hold on, wait for it to focus. Is it going to focus? There you go. But I don't know what this is based on, this big rifle thing here. And I know they made it specifically for Star Wars, right? So like, is it like a clone trooper rifle or something? I don't know. Anyways, I'm a happy camper, and I think I'm going to build up the Rebel set to go with these guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.